Hello, I'm Tracy Diane. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And let me know whether you like it or not with thumbs up or thumbs down. I understand that yesterday was the Grammys night. I didn't see it. I forgot, or I just haven't paid too much attention to that kind of stuff lately. Um, I'm not really into today's music. Music. Let's uh, to begin with. I love music, and the music has changed so much that it just. I don't know. Today's music just does not excite me like it did when I was a kid. Um, I don't, and I understand that music has to evolve, and for every generation, and I'm just not sure if I like where it's heading. But I guess that's not for me to decide. I mean, I suppose the it's the what's important is the next generation that this is the music they want, that they like, and that represent them, and it entertains them. Well, it's what moves them. I know when I was a kid, my grandparents, my parents did not like the music that I was listening to, and it, it's. I suppose every generation feels this way. I don't know why it has to be that way. Because for one thing, I feel like the music that I was listening to was the best that there was at the time. What's great about being growing up in the 60s and 70s is that at the time, music on the radio, you heard all kinds of music from what my parents and my grandparents probably were listening to up to whatever's current at the time. And there was all this variety. It was all this variety of different genre and different artists and singers, and some music was instrumental, um, and some of it was classical, some it was country, some of it was, I mean, everything under the sun, and it's uh, and when you listen to the music from those eras, is that it's still current. It sounds like uh, it was done just yesterday, and it's still current. I I find myself going back and uh, searching all the music in the past, and I'm always surprised that music in the 30s, um, which I've heard many times. Always thought it was just a little more current than it was, but it turns out to be somewhere in 30s or 20s or something. It's like, wow, that's been a long time. Uh, yeah, the music has changed quite a bit. I always thought I was be one of those. When I was in my 20s, I thought I'd be this old grandma who still loves rock and roll. It'd be cool, a cool grandma. But the music has changed quite a bit. Um, I don't know what happened uh, to make it. Well, yeah, I have some ideas. Somewhere about somewhere about around mid '80s, things started to change. But music was still always, uh, as most part, was vibrant and alive, and exciting, and it just was fun to listen to every song that comes on the radio. And I mean, there's so many at the time. Like I say, there's so many varieties. Nobody sound the same. Every band, every artist had their own sound and music, and there's nobody out there who sound like the same alike to any of them. Um, Everybody had their own thing. Now, since the '80s, I would say things changed quite a bit because I think it started with the MTV. I liked videos. I loved MTV and VH1. I watched it d- all the time. Um, but I think what happened was with videos is that, well, in the '70s, nobody really cared about how a artist looked like, if they're fat, if they're ugly, or whatever. And by the time videos happening, everybody had to be more aware of how they looked. Look was became more important, and as the years progressed, the music was no longer important like it was uh, in earlier years. They pulled away from all what was really important about music and put made it more important how you looked seemed to be more important, and it's not, and to be more sexy and that kind of thing, and that just kind of took away what was good about music as far as I'm concerned. I Now the music that I hear today, I call it a cookie cutter music because all sounds the same. Every vocal's the same. Every music, all the music is cut up the same way, and there's nothing new, nothing different, nothing. A very maybe a few very uh, once in a while maybe somebody that sounds a little different, but that doesn't happen as much as it used to back in the '60s and '70s. There's always somebody sounded different than the other, so it was more exciting that way. Now it's like it's, and I think it is important to have that backbeat, which is the drum and the bass that kept the beat going. And I think that probably part what is missing also. And plus the music, uh, there's no depth to their songs. There's no emotional uh, connection with their songs that I hear now. And I don't know how you get back to that, but I hope somehow we can. But I, I, I don't know what more to say. I love music. I, I've wanted when I was growing up. I wanted to be in that. Uh, I wanted to do that myself or be in that business, and it seemed that exciting to me to be part of a musical background like that. But I lately I just haven't found the interest. But I don't listen to what's popular now. But what I do usually listen to, if I do, I try to listen to stuff that I grew up with, or that's or from the past. I've been listening to mostly that, that kind of stuff. Um, Tell me what you think about the music today, and I'll talk to you again. Have peace. Bye.